Good evening. Squeezing in as much as I can. Doing a lot. You know how it goes. Got things to share. I ordered a pizza for the ride home for me. So I got 10 to 15 minutes. And I planned it that way. I worked today, did some gig work, and I knew this would be a problem eventually. I picked up at a beautiful diner in an area that I don't usually work in. I was east of where I usually work. And it was $100 order, $98.79. And it was 2 stuffed tilapias with crab meat, spinach pie, 2 cheesecake, and some sides that now they were full entrees with the salads and the potatoes, and they had the butter and the sour cream, and everything was in the bag. It was properly packaged that when the people received their food at home, they're not flagging down a waitress or a waiter going, can we have butter? Can we have sour cream? Everything was in that bag. Can we have extra napkins? Everything was in that bag. I walked in and I said hello to the hostess. I said, I'm here to pick up an order for whatever the name was. And I have my GrubHub card. And she was like, okay. She was like, oh, it'll be out in a moment. And I could see them wrapping it up. And half of it was already on the podium. And she was like, do you want to take a picture of this receipt? Meaning this. And I said, oh, you know the routine. She goes, yeah, I know it's not coming from the app, but it's I'll pull up. I could pull up so you guys could park. This place is really busy where I'm getting the pizza from. So she's really cool. She takes care of me. I pay it with the card. I take a copy of the receipt and the charge card receipt. Now we just turn around to the podium. She goes, oh, this is it. And the waiter comes up. Now this is a real diner. I was very impressed. I walked in. I was like, you don't see diners like this anymore. I don't want to use the name because the man walked up and he was definitely in his late 50s, waiter, professional. And he said, did you double check the order? And she was like, well, it says that name right here. He goes, did you double check it? And she was like, well, okay, let's double check it then. She was nice and respectful. And he turned around and he goes, there's 2 cheesecakes with that. He goes, I packaged that order. He wanted it to be known I took care of that order. She didn't do it. Like she said, well, somebody brought it up. He goes, I packaged it. $100 order. There was a lot of work involved. Got no tip. For me, it was $15. I was in an area. I didn't do great today, but I didn't do horrible. I'll get into that in a moment. He made it clear. He wanted a tip. And when he realized she said it's a GrubHub order, he was like, because he stopped what he was doing. This place was half full, and this is a huge diner. It was lost in time. Beautiful place. So well kept. I don't blame him because now that's an example of GrubHub sent me an order. It was almost $15. Thank you very much. That's really sweet. Oh, I guess that's an emoji. Thank you very much. And I saw Dogecoin. I just don't want to keep babbling. Lost. I already lost. I got $15. The waiter got no tip. He stopped what he was doing to package this properly. This was full course meals. And that's where these apps, like if they're using the debit card. Now sometimes I don't accept offers. If it's like at a restaurant I'm familiar with, a pub, this guy wanted a tip. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. They're getting away with the little man working harder. And doing more work for less money not being compensated for having the diner. That's $100 order takeout, and he's getting nothing for it, not a damn thing. But the restaurant scores. It was only $15 payout. $100 order. Do you see how the little person is still going to get hurt over and over and over again? They're getting more used. They're doing more for less money, and they're expected to. UberEats. Let me see what you wrote before I babble. Just so. I don't know about Dogecoin. You keep saying Dogecoin. Thank you very much. Blue True. That's so cool. The little thumb going up. Thank you. That's very sweet. I was so excited. I took an order that was kind of far, but they gave me more of a tip than they said they were. So it was at least a $10. I picked up American. I drove to Bethpage, but close Bethpage. There's different sections. And I was like, oh, I called that right. Then they asked me to go down the street and do a Walgreens shopping pickup. I shop, I pick up, and I drop off. And the drop off was right around the corner. And that paid almost $13. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So I went in, and it was a beautiful sunny Sunday here. And I don't know if I was in Bethpage. Maybe at that point, I was in Levittown. I was on the way home, the Walgreens. It wasn't busy. They had everything on the list. I'm very familiar with Walgreens. It's not such a big store that you have to be in there longer than 15 minutes. I was in there maybe 20 minutes. And I got, I had to, now here's something to know. I use my Walgreens card to make sure that the customer got the sale prices. But that benefits me because that accumulates points really fast. And you get a few extra bucks off your next order. You know how that goes. They say, would you like to put your points towards your total? Oh, it's going to save me $4. Yeah, I'll take it. But I earned it. Crypto is going to test all-time highs, in my opinion. Oh, absolutely. We made it through the summer. It's going to score. I got to really sit down and, again, take the time to figure out. I have to open up I Trust Capital. I do want to do that. But I'm learning that I Trust Capital, you can trade with no fees and stuff. I got to learn more about that. So they printed out the receipt for me. And I also had them reset my account that I want paper receipts, not just email receipts. For the past couple of years, they just send me my receipt via email. But now if I'm going to do UberEats and I'm going to do shopping gigs, and this is the beginning, I'm hoping this becomes more popular because I really liked shopping. I did. I liked walking around. I liked providing a services, and they were, and this first order, they were in contact with me immediately because they didn't have regular dawn. It was a specific dawn they wanted, and I didn't know they only had regular, platinum, and something else, and they were like, oh, medium regular is great, but it was good. I picked up a ginger ale, 2-liter bottle of ginger ale, Canada Dry, Pepsi, antibacterial wipes, 2 boxes of cereal, toilet paper, and I picked up that for myself, shopped at the same time, just that, because it was on sale. It was $8.99 for the 1,000 roll of Scott tissue. That's not bad. That's a very good price. So I saved some time too. And Reese's peanut butter cups, and they were on sale, a package for $3.99, and they were very pleased with it. These people, and while I communicated with them, they were like, "No, thank you. We really appreciate it." And when I got there, I could tell they weren't the type of people that just jumped in their car and were able to go to the store. There was something wrong. So the woman was at the door, and the guy pulled up. He was handicapped, and he pulled up and he was grabbing the stuff. She was passing it to him. I said, these people appreciate the service. I hope this becomes more in demand. I liked going to Walgreens. I liked shopping an Uber Eats order. I'll go to CVS, 7-Eleven. These are convenience stores that can be fast, 30 minutes or less. You're in and out with the app. And they gave more of a tip. They gave $8.61. So I even got more of a tip. I made at least $15 on that trip. Now, the next trip, I did contact the customer, and I showed that in an earlier video. It was to it was gels for sore muscles, and he wanted a specific soda. But in his notes, he says they say customer has claimed they've gotten the wrong order or the wrong they gotten the wrong items and something else. Unless the customer said substitute in the notes, I wasn't substituting, so I gave it back. And now I have to check. I didn't check if they paid me partial pay. I'll be doing a video about that eventually because I'm curious. I wanted to know because now the guy didn't text me. The guy didn't call back. I called him twice. I texted him twice. You know what? That sounds like a no tip to me. You should have at least answered me. It says in the notes, customer prefers text or call. So I did. I had to give it back. So I'm waiting to see what my partial pay is. But that's a part of the learning curve with these jobs. I know when it comes time for me to start my shopping business, I'm going to be aces. And there'll be no question that somebody's not around waiting for me because I'm going to build my own business using that dumpling app. If it's still around, I'm hoping that it is. Things take time. I'm going to be very, very good at that. You get exercise. You're lifting stuff. You're walking around a lot. I really like the fact that I went into a store and I was shopping and the people really needed the assistance and I was spending their money. Not bad. And the stores are going to love me. It's a win. And I could pick up a few items for myself. I don't know if I would do a full trip, but if I could save myself time and I'm already there and just pick up a few items that I need while I'm earning money, that's a win all the way around. So, let me read what you wrote. So that I learned that today, guys. I don't think underlying economy is not doing too hot, in my opinion. I don't think underlying crypto is going to. Not Instacart. I did. I don't know. I tried Instacart. And I heard Instacart's linking up with DoorDash. I've known that for a while. I wasn't impressed with Instacart a year and a half ago. I never did it again. I was really pissed off, actually. I don't like to have little pay. It was so much trouble. If it's too hard, if something becomes too hard and too difficult, and it's actually going to put you in the minus of hurt your state of mind, give it back. Walk away. Don't even bother. Uber, it felt right. My first 7-Eleven a few weeks ago, I liked it. It was local in town. I drove around the block. It was good for 7-Eleven. They gave me a decent tip. And now I just did Walgreens. I'm like, I want Walgreens. I want CVS. I want them to be on Uber Eats. I just bit my tongue. Sorry. I also watched Rideshare with Lisa, her video, Rideshare Lisa's gig vehicle. She did it for charity. If you uploaded a video showing off your gig car, what you have in it, the supplies that you have. Some people, she's a rideshare person and a shopper and a food delivery person. Rideshare Lisa got it going on. Like Dipples on Demand. They do it all. And they do. And she showed her car because whoever was doing something for charity was going to send an extra $10 in to everyone that uploads a video showing off their gig car, their gig vehicle, which is very cool. That's very cool. She's into doing a lot of charity stuff like that. Hello, Lower Alabama. I don't know, you wrote first. I was like, first what? Did you not watch my video? First Walgreens, yes. First Walgreens shopping trip. And I liked it, and the people really did appreciate it. Oh, I also got cereal, something crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And where's the other one? Captain Crunch cereal. That's some order. Soda, cereal, Reese's peanut butter cup, toilet paper, dishwashing soap. That's pretty funny. Okay, so check that out. Check out Rideshare Lease's Gig Vehicle. That's the name of the video. Then I watched Dave Ramsey. I'm going to get a little bit off topic, but it has a lot of relevancy to do with people who work. People who work in general. It doesn't matter what field. Dave Ramsey uploaded a video about a week ago. I'm getting fired if I don't get the COVID-19 vaccine. The guy introduces himself, says, me and my wife followed your suggestions. We got out of debt. We have a retirement set up. We're having our second baby. I'm a nurse. And I was told if I don't get the vaccine shot, that I'm going to be let go on September 1st. The title of the video of Dave Ramsey is I'm getting fired if I don't get the COVID-19 vaccine. Dave Ramsey said, first of all, he thanked him for his service for taking care of people in general. He's a nurse. Works for some hospital. He said, get another job. Nursing jobs come a dime a dozen. Who says you have to work for a hospital? Go work for a hospital it's not mandated. If you're not sure how you feel about it, nurse jobs come a dime a dozen. Go work someplace else. And your wife has a job? Go work someplace else. That's what he told them. That goes for any job, guys. Oh, and he also, a part of that conversation in this video, they spoke about corporations getting too big and about control and expecting their help to continue to work for them but stay unhappy. He said, no, don't do it. Go get another job. He's absolutely right. If somebody makes you feel as if, well, you're going to like it, tough shit. And I've experienced that. I've been treated that way. I've heard behind the door conversations many times in my lifetime, and I just finally got sick of it. Now look at me now. I'm working for myself. Because when you're good comes to you. He just got sick of it. And he was like, you could go anywhere. What do you care? Leave. Start over. That's what you want to do. Why? Who says you have to change your career? He was like, I'm thinking maybe I should change my career. He was like, but who says you have to? Go work at a different hospital that's not mandated. Do you have to work at a hospital? Do you love nursing? Then go work at a different kind of medical facility. Oh, the cop's cruising. He's mad about something. So, all the cars pulled over. Lights are flashing. So, guys, that goes for any industry. Because it's more deeper than... His point was, I've been taking care of people all this time without the vaccine, and now you're mandating it. He goes, get another job. Anyway, corporations in any field, any industry, you don't have to do something that you don't like doing. I just said this yesterday in my video, 2 days ago, the one I uploaded about my LinkedIn profile. I uploaded my LinkedIn profile. I've updated it, completely revamped. And if you want to check it out, you can visit the links in the description below. It will lead you to my LinkedIn profile. And you can do the same. You can do the same. You know, you can be happy at what you're doing. You don't need to settle. It's a choice to settle out of fear. Get past that fear. Get past the fear. Dave Ramsey's video I'm speaking about. When I get home, I'll include the link in the description below. When I get settled, I'm getting fired if I don't get the COVID-19 vaccine. So, and one more thing. Check out my LinkedIn profile. There are help wanted signs everywhere. I waited 25 minutes at my last order. I did not get mad. They were actually cruising. They're short-staffed. It was a pizza place. They were slammed. People were walking in and out at least 20 times in the 25 minutes I was there. And they had kids running out with boxes of full pizzas and dinners and salads and garlic breads and garlic rolls and chicken rolls for delivery. I couldn't get mad because they need help. Not many people want to do those kind of jobs. They were struggling just to keep up with the demand. People want the food, but they can't find the help. They can do it. Hello, hello, hello. Which state, city you living? I live in New York. I work in Long Island, Nassau County specifically. I do a lot of Nassau County. So that's that, guys. Okay, they can do it. Well, it's a choice, and you could choose to stay. And Dave Ramsey said, he goes, they were talking about the corporations getting so big on this mandate and other things too, not just following that rule of the vaccine. You'll put too many demands on people and make them feel as if you don't like it tough. Then take your services and your skills someplace else where you'll be happy. And he goes, you watch, they're going to change their tune. And why are they going to change their tune? Because they're going to realize they're losing too many good workers. Because a lot of miserable people, a good worker will leave. If you're surrounded by enough misery long enough, you will walk away. It's just a fact. You see it time and time again. You don't have to stay miserable. It's choice. Right? So he was like, wow, he was so happy he called. He was like, yeah, I don't have to change he was like, should I change my profession? And he was like, why? You can't get another nursing job? They come a dime a dozen. And he was like, oh, yeah, got a good point there, Dave. Like, he really called him up for advice. Dave Ramsey got it going on. He tells, and he also promotes his business, how he built up he has a big business. It's a booming business. He goes, we don't care if you wear a mask. We don't care if you get vaccinated. We don't care if you don't wear a mask. We don't care if you don't get vaccinated. We want you in. We don't want you working remotely from home. We want you in the office working with us. We want people surrounded by people. We want to build a great, I'm not saying the word right, commodity. I'm not saying it right. But the whole point is a happy, energy, thriving atmosphere. You want people to come into work and be happy that they're there and enjoy it and be part of a team and a part of a family and a community. And you want everyone to thrive and succeed and everyone be happy and get fair pay. That's another thing he spoke about in that video. That video was smoking. I'll be adding that when I get home. I'm planning moving to New York City. If I asked you which place is cheap to rent out there, which I don't live in New York City. I'm sorry, I know nothing about New York City. New York City is very expensive. It's a different kind of lifestyle. I'm a Long Island suburb chick. I once in a blue moon, I go into Queens if the price is right, and I struggle. And I'm not that far away from Queens. I'm 20 minutes away from the borderline with no traffic. 25 minutes. It's a different world. Just so you know that. I'm a suburb. I live on the South Shore. It's beautiful. I live in Long Island. It's very different. And rents are high, and rents are going to be high. I'm so sorry. If anybody can help this person, fill them in. Rideshare Lisa goes everywhere. She goes everywhere. She actually goes to Brooklyn. She goes to different parts of the city. She goes to Queens. Check out Rideshare Lisa and ask her when you see her go live. Ask her that question. She'll know. She'll know. She goes everywhere. And she has a lot of affiliations in the gig economy that do Queens, New York City work. They know the area. So I would suggest you do that because I don't know that. I don't know. I would get a little tiny apartment in Long Island if I ever had a rent. You know what I mean? I would rent a room and a half with a little bathroom. That's what I would do. I'm not a city person at all. So it's nice to visit once in a while. So good luck. Good luck. Go to Rideshare Lisa and ask her. Okay, I got to go get my pizza pie. I'm so ready. I got a vodka pizza pie. It's a nice thin crust, alla vodka pizza pie. They put the fresh mozzarella and all the basil. Oh my God, it's so good. I got to go. They're going to think I'm not picking up my pie. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining in. That's the scoop. I'm going to be a great shopper. I'm going to really like my job when that happens. I got to get an updated car. I'm taking this car to Jersey one more time, and then I have to get an updated car. I know I do. I'll see you guys later. Have a great week. Until the next time I go live. If you work, earn a lot of money. I'll see you soon. Bye.